Hello everyone. I've been asked to put out a full review of the 2018 Can-Am Defender XMR. Doesn't seem to be one out there other than just the dealer walking around them. I seem to be the first one who purchased one in Michigan. I've had it since the beginning of January. I got about 230 miles on it in about 25 hours. Had her all over the trails up north, in the deep snow, out on the ice, and she seems to handle great. We even had her down out in the mud there on the lake edge, pretty deep in the mud, and she seemed to handle it just fine. A couple things to address. People have asked about the turf mode on the XMR. It seems on the XMR version they have put a full locker in the rear end, so there is no way to unlock the rear differential. She is fully locked at all times. However, in the XMR version, they did do the smart lock front diff that is on demand or fully lockable on the fly. There's the eco mode, which here also drastically reduces power and fuel consumption, which is nice if you're just putzing around the yard. And then work mode opens up full lower torque. The mud mode is more sensitive for the smart track. It'll keep that front end locked up harder and keep the shift points much more manageable through the mud. It's got the full digital and analog dash. Some of them come with the smaller one. There was some comments online as a video made about the XMR package being a scam, and Can-Am doesn't really give you anything more for your money, but I totally disagree. Right from the factory it came with the arched A-arms, and when I tuned up the shocks, I'm getting about 16.5 inches of ground travel, or not ground travel, but ground clearance, which is amazing for the mud. They put the front extended bumper with the Can-Am winch on with a synthetic rope. Also up in the dash, you get the remote control unit as well, which can get you out of the way when you get into the deeper mud. 30-inch ITB crypted tires, like I said, the arch A-arms, front and rear, smart lock front differential, which has worked flawlessly for me so far. Also the aluminum rocker arm guards, they added those, the fender flares front and back, and I'm trying to think what else. That's about it for the XMR package itself, other than of course the fully snorkeled CVT and intake. Pretty much everything's standard on the engine side. It's just the HD10 they put in standard, the 1000cc 72 horse, and I believe it's 87 pounds of torque, which honestly is more than I ever need to use. Top speed's governed out at 65, which is plenty fast. It did not come with the roof. I purchased that separately. Same with the windshield. I just went out and bought a $70 piece of plexiglass, and on Amazon they had this fine trim for the edges. I got some fancy screws. There you go, saved a ton of money. It'll do everything you need it to do. I definitely would recommend getting the half doors. That is my next purchase. It keeps the mud off of you and your passenger from the giant front tires. Other than that, if you have any other questions, please post them, then I'll try to get them answered. Thank you, everyone.